Bmobile, Trinidad and Tobago's best mobile network speed test award. Overall speed score 40.95. I kid you not, this is a Facebook post from the actual speed test people. I've never gotten 40.95 megabits.
Check now.
Oh my goodness. Wait now, it's saying 58.46 down, yes? Hold on, when this happen?
Let me do the digital. 105.
Nah, you're playing. For real?
You can see this? Watch.
Wait, now you're 80 faster than my Wi-Fi right now, actually, because I just do on my Wi-Fi and I get 79. Welcome to the Trini TechCast. This is episode number 103. My name is Andre Charles, Mr. Charles, from Make It Simple TT, and Akim there is my co-host. Other co-host, as you all know by now, is in the heat of carnival season. Not that she's a party animal, but our diversity inclusion has some drawbacks. Because while we love to stay at home, she loves to be out. So, Michaela.
Yeah. I mean, she had that age too.
Yeah.
Although don't have no age, like people my age outside right now.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. People your age outside because they have to.
Nah, I just see them on social media. I see them on social media.
Yeah, but they have nothing else to... They have to maintain the status quo because that's just how they wired. Like, okay, I'm telling you, people, and you in your 30s, right? So I know in my 40s, right? So people in the 40s who party and think hard right now, it's just because that is all they know. And because that is all they know, they have to do it as a sort of kind of obligation. But deep down inside, they want to know something else. They want to know something. They want to be like, wait, how you be, what you just be doing, boy? I'll be like, well, yeah, I like my little podcast and things. So I'll be inside. It's like, wait, that sounding real cool. And it's like, yeah, it's real cool. Better than you going to this fete where you feel so out of place because the music, the music loud. It's not speaking to you anymore like it used to speak to you before. And you're questioning a lot of things. But the only thing that you have to save you is alcohol.
And I don't drink anymore.
Yeah. So if the only thing that you have to save you is alcohol.
You know what I realized? Probably time to stop doing this. And this was I was still in my 20s. This was like, I don't know, maybe 2018 or so. Yeah. Me and my wife went to, somebody was having something in some, like a bar / club place. And it had like young people. When I say young, I mean like people in the early 20s. Yeah. And 90% of the music, my wife and I had no clue what it was. Like we didn't know any of the music. And all the other younger people were singing and dancing and singing along.
Them hearty, them living the life. Yeah.
And we was just kind of, just nodding your head to the beat and we watch each other.
Because you have to. Yeah.
Yeah, we watch each other and just shake your head. I was like, we didn't know anything that was playing, like none of the music. Yeah, and at that point, I was like, wait, boy, I feel I get old. Yeah, I was probably like 29, 30, or younger than that.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with having that feeling. Nothing wrong with having that feeling. It's just that when you force it, you know you're forcing it because you just go to them places and you see the older folk, the more mature folk, there's be literally trying to have a good time or trying to do something. Or you see them trying to have a conversation because, I don't know, when you get older, conversations matter a little more to you and you're kind of like shouting over the music, trying to, all right, cool. All right, what's that you say? And I understand.
Yeah,
so.
I thought next time we went, and it was like, you was feeling like the music too loud. And then after a while, you wanted to go home. So I was like,
why the speaker right next to my head, boy? Yeah, the speaker, that's kind of like, It's kind of loud, boy. It's kind of loud. We had to stand up here. Alright, I know else we can stand up. Well, yeah, I no space anywhere else. Because, yeah. We know. Alright, well, that is it. Because it's before Carnival,
that Carnival is for sure.
We had to get a little intro because I found out this week that the person who's singing the most popular song right now name is Young Brother or Brother.
Oh yeah, Young Brother. Yeah,
right.
I know so far out of it. I know
right.
Young Brother.
Well, but I know that he was a Trinidad artist.
Well,
I remember.
It's called Steam.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, basically, Trinidad does talk about objectifying women and and doing all the bad stuff to them. Yeah. And I used to be like, if my son ever listened to that, I will be.
He actually have a calypso and he in the
yes, I saw it. Yeah, in
the or something.
Dimashka. Yeah, in Dimashka. Yeah. I saw it and I was like, okay, cool. That's about all I need to know. The year before that, I knew that Hard Fet was the biggest song. No, last year was DNA.
Yeah,
I learned that about Carnival Friday.
Yeah, this year are two songs, I think. Marshall, Party, and Bungie.
If I tell you, I never hear Party before.
I only hear it because I went on. I hear people talk. I see people talking about it, and I just went and watch it. And I saw people talk about Bungie song, and I watch it. So that
I wasn't even curious to go and watch it. The only thing I just find out is when a car passing, I'll be like, okay, I hear this song all the time by force. So if I hear this song by force, that means it's probably the biggest song. Yeah, that's my claim to Carnival fame there. Other than that, podcast from now till whenever. All right, Olia. So today we are talking about three major things. Here's our three stories for today. Primary school online registration. It just so happens that we have a teacher and we also have a parent who have views on this because it's online registration from now on. Because once it starts from first year, it's going to work its way up to everywhere else. And we'll kind of go through that from a technical perspective and see how it goes. Next one, Bmobile is the fastest network in Trinidad. Mobile network, apparently, according to speedtest.net. And Grok 3. Grok 3 came out this week. I know from Versan, Grok 1 and Grok 2 was trash. But they told me that Grok 3, it has something going for it. So I guess we go find out.
Yeah, you remember somebody make a prediction about Grok becoming more popular.
Yeah. We'll save that to the end of the year. Yeah, we hope for it. Yeah. All right, so let's go with our first article, which is registration for primary school is going to be totally online. Well, for government primary schools, it's going to be totally online. And the Venezuelans involved. Well, you probably made it this far in the podcast. That means you probably like technology a lot and like to at least hear us talk about technology. And that also means you may know somebody or somebody who knows somebody or somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who wants a website built or an app built or some sort of technology integrated in their business. If you want to help them out, you could send them to Make It Simple TT, send them to us. And we have business services that range from building websites to building apps to invoicing systems to ensuring that technology is used in your company, the installation of routers, buying things online. So you can check us out, 308-8799. You can check our services out, or you could go to makeitsimplett.com and see some of the things that we've done and maybe give a recommendation to our website built or something like that. So I'm going to share a share a loop article, but it was in the Guardian, it was in the Express, and there's an actual video, but we don't need to watch a video because we have a kind of PDF to go through. Right. So MOE launches first year online registration system, and it says the following: the Ministry of Education launched the first year infant registration system and Tobago, FIRSTT. Well done. We see what they did there. In a statement from the MOE, they said the initiative is designed to enhance the registration experience for all 452 government and government-assisted primary schools across Trinidad and Tobago, ensuring that no child is left behind. That paragraph there, we had to make sure we come back to that too, right? The ministry explained how the system will streamline the application process for parents and guardians, allowing application submissions for multiple schools, document upload and verification, real-time status tracking, automated notifications, and a centralized database for analytics and reporting. This innovation significantly reduces paper-based processes, enhances accessibility, and improves processing efficiency for schools. With these digital tools at their disposal, school administrators will now be able to review, validate, and admit applicants more effectively, the MOE noted. And we'll pause there because I have the actual site to go on.
It said it closed on March 28th.
It will close on March 28th, yeah.
Okay.
So that's the end of March, right? So this is what we've been begging for. This is what we've been asking for a long time. Some sort of centralized database where you could do registration online and you could have proper analytics and all of these different things. So first of all, let me start off by letting you know, I am happy that it exists. Fully happy, right? You agree with that? That it exists. So somebody in the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Digital Transformation, they sat down and they thought this thing through to the end. So that's the technology behind it. The technology behind it, as we've been always saying, it ain't hard. It is a second year university project for you to create a backend MySQL database, link it to our website, put your forms inside the website, put the information in the database, and then after that, that's our database administrator who could do anything with the data and send the appropriate emails and all those different things. That technology out since 2000. Right? Now, here's where the issue will come in, which is the social aspect of the technology. So before we go into the actual placement of students in schools and the socio-economic politics and things that take place with that, from a technology perspective, you think parents kind of techie enough to say, all right, I'll register my child for first year, I'm going to fill out this form, and they will just be like, okay, this is how life is now. We don't need a physical form. You feel...
I'm not sure about that, no.
You're really not sure? Like, think of first year parents now. Children who in first year, most likely their parents are, 35 and under. Right? You'll find it hard to find somebody who's over 40, 50-year-old or person who has a first year child, right? Maybe it might have some outliers, but a lot of them will be in their mid to late 20s, depending on how early they start their reproductive
I am in my 30s. So.
Right. Well, that was I say most of them.
Yeah.
Right? Most of them.
Yeah. If you're looking at the mothers, well, fathers could go all the way up.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. Because, we kind of understand that this will be, let me say somebody have their first child at, 25, then their child probably going into around 30. Right? Some people might have their children around 27, 28 if they take a little time and that kind of thing. So 33, 34, that is when you're engaging. That section of the population, they're filling out forms. You think so? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, this is not just filling out forms. Is you create and log in, then you have to take a picture, scan and upload the documents. Like, I start the process. I create the account, and then when I see you gotta upload the ID and proof of address and I was like, I'll come back to this some other time.
Right. You'll come back to it, but you have to do it. Okay, you had to get your child in school.
Yeah. So I mean, this is the only way now. The door kind of cold turkey. No more coming to the school and that kind of thing.
Yeah. So, before we get into the coming to the school part and whatnot, the filling out of the form, I just know when you had to get a visa, you just figure it out. And have people who I know on not the lowest technology tier, but they low on technology, and all they have is a phone. They don't have no laptop and them kind of thing, and they figure out to register for their visa on their phone. All the website not catered to mobile or anything like that. I don't think the visa application, I would think it catered to mobile.
No,
yet.
It's not.
Yeah, not. Yeah, them figure out how to zoom, they figure out how to upload, they figure out how to attach everything because you have to. So when you have to, it is possible that you will figure it out. So if the whole country has to figure out how to register for preschool now, I don't think it'll be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have people that would have difficulty doing it, just because, I mean, as humans, there always are people that really, no matter the age, they kind of wouldn't necessarily grasp it right away. They might need some help and guidance or whatever, right? But overall, if you're quote unquote forcing a good section of your population to do things digitally, long term, it should be a net positive. Like, okay.
Guys, what I saying? I like how you're talking.
Yeah, all these parents at this certain age, they have to do this. So like we say, next 5 years, they implement some of that new system. Mm-hmm. They would have the practice, or they would have,
the teething process kind of thing. Yeah. Something like that.
And that's how, I think that's kind of how other countries who are way ahead of us just kind of do it. It's kind of forces, like,
you have to find where you have a large subset of the population that has to do something. So school registration is one.
Yeah, so much so that, all right, we probably doing this with our, say, 20 to 30-year-old population. In other countries, they're 50, they're 40, they're 50, they're 60-year-olds at this stage already.
Yeah, they're going through this already, yeah. Because for like, school is one, medical stuff is a large subset again. And then there's, a next big subset will be like ID cards, driver's permit, them kind of thing. Things that everybody else to get. If you could get digitization in those major places, then the net positive, as you say, will flow over to almost everything else, which will be all other government services and that kind of drama. So our driver's license system did force a lot of people to learn how to fill out an online form, get a appointment, and you take the appointment and you go and do what you have to do. Now to do it for school, this will be nice. This will be nice. So in terms of the system, you say you started it and you was like, all right, I'll come back to it. Because you know fully well, you're going to figure it out. There's no...
Yeah. It looks simple enough. And as I say, it had a PDF. I didn't really...
Yeah. So watch your PDF. Watch your PDF. No. Watch class here. Watch class. Like, they start off and it's like, all right, hi. Welcome to the portal. Table of contents. Somebody sat down and do this thing properly. They give you an overview, what they're trying to do. Then they have arrows, tooltips with numbers, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And it just keep going on and on with a picture of an ID card, what it's supposed to look like, what the screen's supposed to tell you. Then how to log in, remember your password. And then have something with verification email where they this part here where it says resend verification email. They were like, okay, we know half all your email, your inbox full because you're not getting it, or it may filter or go to spam or some kind of thing like that. Click resend verification email and check your spam. All of that. I really loving it. And then they go through, log in. When you log in, this is what it's going to look like. Your parent portal is going to be this. It have a sidebar, everything. So this PDF is a full 18 pages. Will parents actually read it? No. But when things get bad and your registration ain't go through,
they'll come to it.
They'll come to this PDF. And when they come to the PDF, there'll be no confusion because they'll be like, I went to the PDF and the PDF tell me this, but it looking like that. Like, no, these people thought it through. And I'm glad. No.
Yeah.
The deadline is March the 28th.
Yeah.
The biggest problem with filling out a form online or anything with technology and there's a database is server crashing, right? Because the amount of people that are going to flood the server at the point in time. I know this from SCA results.
On May 28th.
Yes, on May 28th.
Yeah. I know this pretty sure May 28th they're going to have the highest amount of the database going to hit the highest.
Of course,
on May 28th.
And people going to be on social media saying, I can't register for the school, this backward country. They always this standing. They're trying to put technology in place. And then people had to be like, ma'am, you had a month, right? Yeah. You had a full month. And yeah, so I know this from SEA because on SEA Day, everybody they'll be refreshing the page, right? So they made the mistake of releasing SEA results 12 midday at time. Which was madness because everybody in every school sitting down trying to access this page. And I just pressing F5 over because I know the server crash and it will make sense to wait 2 hours. But my wife didn't want to hear that. My son didn't want to hear that. They're like, you get it yet? I'll be like, no, the server most likely overloaded right now. So it would make sense we try to fight it. But I hear so-and-so get it. And then I had to be like, yeah, but that's how servers work. So some people will get it, but the others, they will just get Anyway, whatever the case is, right? But then for the SEA results, the following year, they get smart. They release it 12 midnight.
Yeah.
And not just 12 midnight, but technically they release it from 10 p.m. So people were getting their results from 10 p.m. Those who was like early birders, everybody else getting the results, and some people started to get the message. So they were like, okay, we'll tell them 12, but we'll actually make it live from 10. That kind of thing, right? This now, because it's not just accessing a result and downloading a PDF, this one requires you to upload photos, upload documents, and those sort of things. I think we're going to run into a tech problem that I hope they were smart enough to say, all right, yeah, we'll just tell them it's the 20th, but then we'll actually extend it until April the 30th or something, because we know that they're going to all try to rush to do it on the 20th, get some problems, and then we'll tell them, due to, whatever in the system, people now have time, and then they'll figure it out. Hopefully that's not you, but you... I've
maybe a little different. Like, if things go according to plan, like my other plans, I probably won't need to use it.
Right, okay. Right, so that will transition us to the next part now, which is the fact that it is for government schools and government-assisted schools. That means fully government schools and then denominational schools. So I thought it was just for fully government schools only, but if it's for denominational schools too, that means it's going to get interesting.
Yeah,
which is the socio-economic part of it. Yeah, the politics part of it. I am a firm believer of zoning, right? Zoning means if you're living in a particular area, go to the school in the area, right? Now, that will never work out for secondary schools because our secondary school system is on a meritocracy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you want to go to a prestige school, you could be living in Sangre Grande, but if you put down that you want to go to Fatima and you get the marks, they have to let you in. Right? Whereas if you were zoning, if you're going to Sangre Grande, the furthest school that you should be putting down on your thing should be a school in Arima because of whatever the case is, transportation or that sort. But that's not how prestige schools work. Tongue just have a lot of prestige schools. San Fernando have plenty of prestige schools. You might have a few in...
There's some in East West, like St. Augustine to El Dorado. If you consider Hillview.
Hillview and Sags and you have a few in the...
Convent,
in the Tunapuna, Kirep area, somewhere around there. Yeah. Other than that, it's just government schools you have to deal with, basically. And the government schools have their stigma and whatever the case is. Now, they're starting this from Infant 1. Infant 1 is the actual school starting time because...
That's first year.
First year, yeah.
Okay,
technically, we're not supposed to have organized preschooling in Trinidad and Tobago to the extent where there are like tests and evaluations and all those kind of things. Like legally, you're supposed to be in school from Infant 1, not preschool, right? Because preschool is normally daycare all the way into preschool. But the preschool system has been basically tailored to producing a particular crop of students that will be accepted in certain schools that produce a particular crop of SEA students. So, without naming any schools, there will be some prestige primary schools that are fully government, and there are some that are government assisted, basically denominational. And those prestige primary schools had a form that you had to fill out that people line up 3 o'clock in the morning to collect sometimes. And if you line up at 3 o'clock in the morning and get to the form and you reach by the guard and the guard said, that's it, we don't have any more forms, your child can't go to school. Unless you could grease a little palm here and there. Yeah. Right? Now, as I said, this is going to get a little political, but we still have the technical side of it, right? What the technology going to cause this to do, right? So if you could grease a little palm, then you could fill out the form on the side and then your child gets into first year because it only have so much spaces in the school. But mommy or daddy have the ability to contribute in different ways, like girl AC units, girl computers for the computer lab, so you have a hardware.
While we're on this point, we're talking about the politics. That's what pivot to the technology a little bit, right? So in your scenario, pre-system, they had a way to limit the amount, we need to do 100 paper-based application forms. Online now, when you go to it's going to be 500, 1,000 people applying. Seems,
and you could apply to multiple schools too.
Yeah. I think there's a limit, like 3 or 5 or something.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't see that part. I didn't read the whole document.
I think 5, yeah.
Okay. So you could apply to multiple schools. So from a technological perspective, this kind of democratizes the whole thing. Where you go online and you send in your application to the school, and now you have to trust that the school is going to process your application.
Yeah, but they inadvertently put more, well, I don't know if they say pressure, but they put more work on the school's end because
this is where the database administrator
to 500.
It could be any number, This is where the database administrator had to come in. Because the database administrator now had to be able to run queries or some kind of thing like that to filter out the people who are closer to the school, or people who have siblings there, or people who are whatever criteria. Because whenever you're doing admissions, generally speaking, you have to check certain socioeconomic standing issues to determine if it's a denominational school, you're also checking their religion. You're also checking their involvement in the community, in the church, and all those different things to let them in. So the school administrator, yes, they're going to have plenty of work, but it could be made a lot easier by a proper planning of the reports that you're pulling from this to give to the school to say, okay, 500 people apply to the school, but based on the filters that we put in place, geofencing and whatever the case is, you have to choose from 200.
Yeah, but I saw the school going and still was see that 500 because the people, as you say, that they probably want to come in the school, like you say, they don't meet that criteria to be in the 200. They were still.
Yeah. Well, those people would have called the school already and sent an email and said, I sent in my application online. Here's the application ID. Look for it, please. Well, I guess the ministry wouldn't do this. They would leave the final decisions up to the school. They wouldn't force them to narrow that 500 down to 200 based on a criteria. I guess they would leave it up to the school to like you say, to 2 people, one that in the 200 and one that outside of the 200. The school, it will be up to the school, and they could potentially choose somebody that's not in that 200, even though they didn't meet the criteria. Well, government schools, legally, they don't have that facility. Government schools, they're supposed to just accept you because education is free in Trinidad and Tobago and no child should be refused education. So a government school had to take anybody, right? Denominational schools, I know this from the secondary school level, have the 20% list. And 20% of the people that come to the school, doesn't matter who they are, you could just call for them. Once they fill out our form, whenever the SEA results come out, they slot the 20% people inside there immediately. So it looks like they passed for the school, but those names were submitted in advance. So there are some children who saw that they passed for, I don't know, some prestige school, but really and truly, their parents got them on the 20% list and their marks. So sometimes children go to the school and is asked, hey, how much you getting SCA? 95. Hey, how much you getting SCA? 92. Hey, how much you getting SCA? 68. Ooh. you were one of the 20%ers, right? Basically, right?
Yeah.
And that's a thing that's been going on for however long, because of something called the Concordat, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the technology involved now, which is one of the advantages and disadvantages of technology, is it don't care who you are. The system is the system, and bits is ones and zeros. So all that's left up to you now is the type of ways that you manipulate that ones and zeros, because it's just information processing. It is not smiles and hugs and grease palms. And now the person who does the information processing is the one that has the power. And the school, they really can't walk up to the tech people and say, yeah, we want to get this report instead of that report or that report. Maybe they can. Yeah. Maybe they could request a report for everything, but technology gives us that kind of catch-22 now, where it's almost like, you pass a surveillance system in place and you vex that a lot of the people that does be committing the robberies are black. The technology system didn't try to do that. It just, that's what it sees, so that's what it got. So,
it'll be interesting. Same way they have the same PDF here for the general public, to know how to use the system. It'll be interesting to know if they actually did any kind of training
for the administrators
on how to use the system to accept the stuff, see how you're going to weight, how different things are weighted, or the reports, or if it's the same thing that they get a PDF and this is how you use the system.
Nah, I want to believe so, because from the secondary school system, I know administrators go to training, and they have to go to like whole day training and also.
Is it mandatory?
Yeah, mandatory. Yeah.
Okay.
And also because some people ask me for help with certain things, and I was like, I'm not supposed to be seeing this, right? It was like, yeah, but you understand how these things work. And I was like, yeah, no problem. I could help you with it and whatever the case is. But I won't mention the names. There's nobody from my school. For those of you all who listen and know that what school I'm teaching at. I don't know the inside, but there are other people who ask me for technological help, right? So there would be training, and the technological side of it could only have positives. The political part of it could bring a lot of negatives. A lot. Yeah. Because I want my child to go to school and
as you mentioned before, my daughter, I in this process right now with my daughter, right? Yeah. And like even before my daughter born, I heard at our schools that you need to sign up as soon as your child born.
Oh yes. Yeah, no, from the womb. A memorandum of understanding or some kind of thing like that.
And that is for primary school and not in preschool.
I think it's a covenant and understanding. Some kind of form. Yeah, something. So yes, you could sign up for certain private schools.
Like, what?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So that people like when they get pregnant, you have to do it too.
Yeah. And basically you're paying the down payment from birth. Like you just pay the commitment fee.
When I hear that, I was like...
Yeah. Now, that could carry us further all into the education system and the pros and cons and all that kind of drama, but we just care about technology. We're glad that the technology exists, and this could only make things easier if the technology is utilized, because centralized databases are gold. Once you have a centralized database, you could now have proper reporting to say, all right, there are actually 16,731 children who registered for primary school this year. Of those 16,731, this district has so much, that district has so much, those other things. And with them kind of proper data points, you have a better chance of making better decisions in education.
Yeah.
Because
to get out of the technology, they need to have a proper process in place. So in terms of the person apply, these are the different criteria, there's the filters, there's the reports they're going to get, like a predefined streamline process on how everything should flow from the start to end to make sure it's efficient and it's not just you basically repeat the paper-based process.
Oh, of course, yeah. I understand, because it has some principles that ask for a printout. And they'd be like, you could log on and see it, right?
Yeah, some people like that. I know people like that.
I want to highlight the names. I want to underline them. I was like, okay, well, you could print it out on your own, but we're not going to send a printout to you. Just log in and you'll get it. That's how it goes. Now, what will happen now is this going to spread all the way up the chain now. If primary school applications are like this, at some point in time, they're going to try to do it for secondary schools. That one will be extremely difficult.
But secondary schools is not
It's based on SEA, yeah. But you could apply to a school for a transfer. But the application for transfers to schools is almost based on this. Now, the government schools, they have a specific form or whatnot. But to apply for a transfer to a school, the principal basically have to decide if you come in here or not. And grease palm, it's not even grease anymore. It's a tub of oil when you to secondary school.
Baby oil.
It's Diddy. It's fully Diddy. You had to be, I don't know. I've seen it. It may sound a little controversial, but some of these schools, if your parents could build a new wing, they could pop a fence. If they could, if they have a company that has service air conditions, or if they have a company that do painting, or a company that has, sell drinks and all them kind of things, that is gold for a secondary school. Or if you have an events company and you could help them with their fete or whatever the case is, when it comes to secondary school, the money does go up a little exponentially, because secondary school funding, when it comes to labs and all those different things, it's a different kind of funding. Primary school could kind of make it with the government funding and a little bit of parent input. Yeah. But prestige secondary schools, not making it unless you have parents who in it to win it. And not just in it to win it by their manual labor, but their financial contributions also. Yeah. So when this system go up to secondary school and you're applying for transfers and them kind of thing, the democratization of the data would be a little more ticklish. Because, how to say this, boy? I once had to help a parent apply to a prestige school. Again, this is not my school, for those of y'all who know where I teach. Yeah. And the parent had to put certain things in the package. And one of the things that the parent was asking to put inside the package is a check.
The parent was asked to put a check, or was asking
no, they're asking if they should.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, that's a bribe. Yeah. And they were telling me, well, somebody told them to do it because that is how their child got through to this particular prestige school. And most principals should refuse it. As far as I know, whenever I speak to my principal, she says, nah, she would never even consider that. However, parents do it because that is what the thing is.
That's the culture.
Yeah, daddy culture. Yeah. So you can let me know how this form work out.
We live in a real greasy wheels culture, from top to bottom. Not just this alone, everything, every single thing you wouldn't believe. Greasy wheels. Who you know? Yeah. Talk to this one. Pass a little money. We live in a real...
Yeah. But...
It hidden in plain sight.
Correct. So you let me know how it go now.
If I need to proceed it, I will do it.
Because I know some other parents who have this thing, so I'll probably be on the ground and ask them questions. Anytime I meet them, when I do go to any social gathering, I'll ask. I'll be like, hey, how you going? The music too loud here, why? I'll let you go outside and talk. Something like that. All right, so we see how that system goes. Kudos to you, Ministry of Education and the ICT division. Good work, whoever working inside there and you did that document and whatnot. Just remember, we who does normally criticize, or not criticize, but we dissect things from a technological perspective. I think that this was well done technologically. And I look forward to it working.
Yep.
All right, next story is Bmobile is the fastest mobile network in Trinidad and Tobago. Really now? Really? All right. Right now you're listening to Training TechCast, and more than likely you know that I love technology a lot, but more so I love teaching technology. I'm a CSEC IT and CAPE Computer Science and IT teacher, and I have classes that are available. So if you know anyone, any student that's looking for quality CAPE Computer Science or CSEC IT classes, you can check us out 308-8799 on WhatsApp or makeitsimplett.com/register. You can get classes, notes, recordings, IA, SBA help, everything that you could think of. That will get you that one in CSEC IT. So, you can check us out. So, I kid you not, this is a Facebook post from the actual speed test people. Is Ukla?
I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah.
It had to be Ukla.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to play the video. Actually, it's a video that has no audio. Oh, this is weird. Okay, it's a 14-second video with no audio, but I'll read the caption. So it shows that Speed Test Awards 2024, Bmobile, Trinidad and Tobago's best mobile network, Speed Test Awards. Overall speed score 40.95. I've never gotten 40.95 megabits with a speed test.
Let me check now. You have it on your phone?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'll be speed testing from not whatever. Right, so speed test. I jump on my data. I'm seeing LTE.
Yeah, mine had a download.
Mine's saying LTE, and we're off. Oh my goodness! Wait now. It's saying 50, 58. 47, it dropped down to 45 now, 45, it's on 45. Yeah. 46 down, yes? Hold on. When this happened? 46 down and 6 up right now, yeah. It hovering around 6 up right now.
Let me do the Digicel.
Hold on. Wait now. I feel like on Wi-Fi. What did okay, now more Wi-Fi way faster. But no, I didn't know it was that good.
195.
Nah, you're playing for real?
You can see this? Watch. Well, it reverse.
Yeah. That is data, right?
Yep. See the LTE in the corner there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And up is 28, 26, 32.
That is Digicel?
Yep. Look at. Well, yeah. Digicel.
What? No.
83 down, 40 up.
Alright, so
Wi-Fi off.
Is it that people on Digicel just don't need to use speed tests to get to check their speed?
It could just be, must
to check to see if the internet working? Because
slow.
This is fully
fake news.
Database thing. No, not fake news. It's a database thing where they just check the data. How much people test in Trinidad and Tobago, and what network they're connecting from. So by virtue of the network not connecting, people go and test their speed and they realize that. But I still saying 40 down.
That could be it, you know.
What's that?
When it is actually go and do a speed test, when your stuff not working properly.
Yes. When you're
so that's it.
Yeah.
That could be it.
So
like when things flying and we can find nobody's got a speed test.
So it just has more data points for Bmobile than for Digicel. That is what we landed on there.
And it could be that, it's because people have more issues with one network. Now I just keep checking it. This year is like double the download speed, and the upload was actually 40. So that's 7 times.
Oh yeah. Because that was 6, I get. Yeah, I get you. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, cause I mean, it has sometimes I just hotspot to my laptop to my phone, and I just do all like work normally, connect to VPN, and
that's true. Because that's sometimes when Wi-Fi not working properly in school or some kind of thing, and I just be like, all right, the hotspot fit, and I cool, and I just live pretty much normal without any. Actually, sometimes I share it with students to get work done for whatever the case is. But I honestly didn't know that the speed of data was clocking 40. I mean, you get 80, right? Yeah. 80. I didn't know 80 was a thing.
Like, what was my Wi-Fi?
Wait, now you're 80 faster than my Wi-Fi right now, actually, because I just do on my Wi-Fi and I get 79.
Wow.
Right? But I'm on the edge of my network with a mesh router right now. So my...
let me check my, there's Wi-Fi. If I want to direct, I'll have to turn on my PC.
Yeah. Or LAN. Yeah. Okay. If I was by my main mesh router, like the home one, the only home one, the central one, the mother one, I would get like 200 because that's the speed I was normally get. But when I'm on the fringe of the network, I'll probably get
I get to like 50 down on my Wi-Fi and 70 up.
Wait, so you tell me your data working faster than your Wi-Fi? Like,
I will check direct.
That's crazy. Okay, like, me on LAN right now and my LAN, but that's not. I wonder if this will work, boy. Because remember my 2 internet connections. Okay, I get it Digicel. It pulled from the Digicel.
Direct is like 230.
All right, now I get 400 direct, right?
Okay.
Because
I not paying for that package. my upload is 200 and something.
Okay. All right, so 400 down, 100 up. But the reason I'm probably getting the 400 is because I think speed testers use the 2 connections that I have and amalgamate them. I'm not 100% sure. I can't say. Oh yeah, it said connections multi. So it was using the 2 connections.
Okay.
So that's why. But I'm not shocked that like speed tests do this reward because I think we kind of finesse it and realize that's what happened. They just you test it more so you get numbers, right? But Bmobile was a little proud of this. They share it and thing. They was like, yo, we are the fastest and whatever the case is.
So leave a comment, maybe because
possibly because of this, but the video only have like 43 views according to what I seen right now. But I wonder what would cause speed tests to do this. What is their motivation for doing this? They just take all their data and they create a small video for every network across the world. Speed test awards, because that's the name of the post. Speed test awards.
I don't know what I mean. They're doing it as a form of marketing. I guess again, I used to come back to them. I mean, based on the website, they have Google ads on it, right? So they could potentially make money.
I do think I ever click an ad on speed test.
Yeah, me too. I don't ever click no ads.
I click
by mistake.
I click a Google ad at a time because it was speaking to me. It was telling me something.
Google ad.
But most of the Google ads that we get will be like the bigger companies, like insurance companies and them kind of thing.
I don't really see local Google ads that much.
Yeah, I just see like the insurance companies most of the times. But this time it was a technology ad for something that I was interested in, and I was like, hey, I was really looking for this the other day, and then I actually found a company that was selling it or whatever the case is.
Yeah, like right now on my speed test is GoDaddy. A GoDaddy ad. Cause doing something with GoDaddy this week.
My speed test, there's no ad coming up because
you have an ad blocker.
Yeah, I have uBlock Origin on. And on the app, I'm gonna see what trim on the app. Speed test. Go. The app not showing me any ad actually. Well, I'll show you it at the end. I'm not too sure. My Wi-Fi is slower than your data. I'm feeling that type of way, you know? But in terms of internet speed, Trinidad Car Insurance and Beacon Insurance came up because, as I say, insurance companies, Beacon Insurance. Okay. In terms of internet speed and data, I don't have any problem at any point in time to say, all right, I want to watch a video. Will my data be able to hold up? I want to do this. Will my data be able to hold up? The only time you have problems is when you're driving and you're on a WhatsApp call or something. It will drop from time to time because of obviously switching cell towers. Yeah. But under normal circumstances, my data is, if Wi-Fi given trouble, I just be like, oh yeah, I'll just switch back. I'll just take it off and data is automatically kicking. So that's a good thing in terms of reliability. I will go on a hike, I'll go in the bush, and I'll have places where data, again, WhatsApp messages, I replying to people while walking down the trail and all kind of thing. I'll be like, I came here to disconnect. Look at me. I replying to people. Yeah. I was up on by Mount St. Benedict there. Data. Okay. Proper. Through the trail. And that's joyous. What I could add to this before we move on to the next one is Starlink. They get through with the iPhone to have satellite calls anywhere in the world.
Okay.
So doesn't matter where you are, you'll be able to use iMessage.
As you talk about that, I don't think we had this as a topic, but I saw that the UK government tried to get Apple to more or less give a backdoor to iOS.
Oh yes, yeah.
And Apple say no, but we're not encrypting. We're not doing end-to-end encryption no more. So that is how more or less people in the UK have a little less privacy.
Yeah, I read it. I read sometime. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I think I saw. But I was supposed to follow up on it. I think that's just the UK doing. That's just the EU doing what it does do. Well, not the EU, the UK. Sorry, the Europeans doing what it does do.
Well,
because
they take it a step further than the EU. I don't think even the EU try to do that.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I wonder, like, that markets, that kind of thing about the having to cater to certain markets and that kind of stuff, that might be one big headache. We have like multiple departments that have to just sit down.
A team of lawyers.
Yeah, that's how to deal with that on a daily basis, but that's plenty. But Apple had to do because they really see iPhone 16e.
Like, yeah, so I don't get too like political, but in the UK and the EU, you could get in trouble for posting things on social media, and I suspect that might be why.
Yeah, because their justice system is a little faster. Like if you get sued or some kind of thing like that, their justice system will get you to the point where you could get a trial way faster than other justice systems, because they understand that slow justice is a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's difficult. So we have our laws in black and white. They're very straightforward. It has no nuance. So your court date is your court date. And by the time you leave that court date, it's either trial or settlement. And everybody move on with their life. Yeah. That's funny. All right. Time for us to go into the thing that we've all been looking for, to testing out Grok 3. We'll be back. All right, so at the start of the year, I have to give Jack his jacket. You said that Grok will become more popular as an AI. And I was like, nah, once Elon doing something, you just had to ask yourself how crazy it's going to get, right? So Grok is a next large language model. For those of y'all who don't know,
I think he launched like a separate app for it now or something.
Yeah, it's our Android app and it's our iOS app.
Yeah.
So you could download, right? So Grok 3. You have the most powerful model available. Basically saying you could do Grok 2 or you could do Grok 3, which is in beta, and enable search. Grok can browse the web. That part where it say Grok could browse the web,
yeah,
that's dangerous. And then there's deep search, and then there's think.
So like right now, you have it for free for a period or something like that.
Yeah,
and
correct.
Then you could.
Yeah, so you gain access to the largest model available, but have research, brainstorm, analyze data, create images, and code. So this is like almost ChatGPT-esque, where ChatGPT has the ability to do deep searching now. Mm-hmm. And it will do academic searching, and it will be like, hold on, I'm still working on it. I don't know how long it take before you come back, but it's called this thing. It's tell you, hold on, I'm taking my time. But when it comes back, it still have inaccuracies, because to do PhD level research, you need some sort of nuance, you need some sort of contextual understanding of different things, and it's difficult.
You know, as I say, it need time to think and deep and that type of thing. You saw Microsoft made a breakthrough on quantum computing.
Yeah, I see that, yeah. And they were able to process 100 qubits or some kind of thing like that, or way more qubits than was that was ever processed before.
Yeah,
and they were able to set a stable state for the qubit. That is why they were able to do more processing that was more reliable. And that, I mean, I took that with a pinch of salt, because you can't prove it unless you actually do something now. So they just basically talking about what happened in a lab. And I don't buy what happened in a lab. Yeah, that actually should. Like when ChatGPT came out, that was proof that large language models could do stuff. So Microsoft talking about that, I really help. So last time I tried Grok, I had asked, what are your views on the Capitol insurrection?
Yeah.
And Grok was like, well, democracy is a thing that we have, and people deserve the right to be able to make choices and whatnot. Basically skirting the issue and saying, the Capitol insurrection was a good thing. Yeah. So I felt like there was an inherent bias there, right? So what?
I think you'll probably got some answer.
In the US. In when it was by?
2020. No. 2021.
It needs to review this guide. Okay, cool. Oh shucks, add a login. Add a login to X.
Oh,
no, okay, continue Google. Let's now continue Google and see. Yeah, let me see if this will work. Blah. Let me see if I could get this thing to respond. Yes. Continue. How about I'm gonna start our weird emails now? Okay. Alright, it came back up. Alright, searching. The events of January 6th was a chaotic and polarizing moment for the American history. It's tough to pin down a single truth about it because perspectives vary so wildly depending on who's talking. What's clear is that a large crowd fired up by Trump's speech rallies near the White House marched to the Capitol and breached it, aiming to disrupt it. On one hand, it's been called an insurrection because it targeted. On the flip side, some argue it wasn't a planned coup but a spontaneous outburst from people. Both views have holes. It's a messy knot, anger, misinformation. This is a way better answer than I got the last time. One, it gives both sides and then says, essentially, you make the choice or whatever the case is. So I think that's improvement based on what I've seen from the last time. Let me see. Let me try the one.
And I realize the logo is a black hole. Something.
Mario. Right, me for a Super Mario clone. Let's see if I'll write the code for Super Mario. Here's a basic thing for Super Mario base clone, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So it gave me all the code in Python for the code, player size, image, platforms.
Or to access, write me
Write me the Python code for Super Mario clone. So it gives me the code, and then it gives me how it works, and what you'll need to install Pygame, which is the Python script environment, and then limitations. There are no sprites or animations, just colored rectangles. Basic collision could get glitchy with fast movement, and no enemies, coins, or levels yet. To expand, add sprites, replace rectangles with Mario and platform images using pygame.image, and yeah, so it explains everything about it and the code there. So that will create a Super Mario game.
I do the same thing on ChatGPT.
Upon.
It given me a lot. It's still going. I could. Well, no. You may share quick and show?
Yeah, share it, yeah. Let me see where you go. The large language model race is interesting. I guess Ryzen Tide floats all boats. So ChatGPT opened the door, and well, now we here, and everybody.
Yeah. So after I asked it, it split into these two kind of
right,
panels,
yeah, because ChatGPT had the code. Kind of, you could try to run the code inside at one time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if this will actually run though. Yeah.
Nah, you had to run it in a local, and you had to install some libraries like Pygame and them kind of thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see what Trinidad and Tobago looks like. Can you predict what the 2025 road march will be in for Trinidad and Tobago Carnival? It's when that O in Tobago come with capital. Yeah. Switching web pages, boy, like here the cool part. Like if I click on the web pages, it'll show you all the web pages I get from. The Guardian, Loop TT.
Going back.
Yeah. Remember the last time we said Marshall Montano was the safe bet? I think one of them said that before. Yeah. So you can see that this last time when we did our check, it went back and it used these same articles to figure out the answer. That was
Gemini or DeepSeek or one of them.
But Gemini and DeepSeek basically did the same thing and used these same articles to give an answer. And then in the end, it was like, a safe bet is Marshall Montano. Yeah. His recent high-octane style thing, Soul of Carnival. Soul of Carnival was not Kaiso.
Yeah. So let me see if ChatGPT have a new answer.
Yeah. Without hearing the full slate of 2025 releases yet, it's a toss-up. My gut says Marshall's due for another win. He's got the experience and fan base to push a track over the top, but it'll come down to what DJs Blast and Masqueraders demand when the band hits the road. What's your hunch? Any artists or vibes? So, yes, okay. I'll say, what about Young Brother? BREDD, ain't?
I think so.
Yeah. What about Young Brother? And Grok is thinking hard.
Look, ChatGPT take it. When you finish, I'll go share.
Yeah, they're giving me all kind of information about Young Brother, but look like they get down the catches competitions at Marshall's parties or Juggernaut Bungie's carry to electrifying crowds. Okay, so when I asked about Young Brother, Grok was able to kind of grasp the concept of, are we talking about now?
Yeah. And it bringing, but let me show you ChatGPT You finished, Dama?
Yeah. Go
Right. All I asked was who you think would win it. I didn't prompt it with young brother or anything. Right.
Okay.
So who do you think would win? Blah, blah, blah. Well, I didn't even realize it do a video. But like Bungie carry it, that Marshall party, and that's something else here. And the point bringing our video here.
Okay, so ChatGPT found a YouTube video that was given to you.
Yeah, but YouTube like these two,
I
think from seeing online, these two is the main contenders, kinda. So they could kinda say the on point.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it gets some
road march predictions 2025.
Yeah.
I just checking when this video get posted.
Yeah.
That video was 4 days ago.
4 days, okay.
Yeah.
That was real good. Yeah. So only when I asked about Young Brother, it was able to get context about, I was asking about 2025. And
which still good. Quite actually brought back the contenders.
Yeah, I was able to figure it out. So that's searching the internet part. That's the real killer part. Can you contextually search the internet? Is really what a LLM going to be winning for? Well, other than technical things, right? Like you say, want a 10-step process and all them kind of things that are set in stone. When it comes to current events and current things, in order for it to be a good search engine, it had to, because basically, I think they're trying to replace search. They're trying to get search to become more personalized, and there's a report with 10 links. They want the search to be like that. If you could be able to contextualize things, then you might be able to replace search. And so far, ChatGPT have it.
Yeah.
The problem is, I'm afraid ChatGPT will just end up burning through too much cash for a long period of time.
Elon tried to buy them the other day.
Yeah. He tells Sam, I'll buy you. And Sam was like, no, I'll buy Twitter from you. And they were just wilding. And Google will fumble the bag because they have the ability to get all of this on every Android phone, but they just be so weirdly stupid when implementing new products. Because it just be like, do you all know what you all want in life? Just kill it. Okay, we'll start a new one and them kind of thing. And Grok.
You think it's coming up? It's coming up on the list?
Elon could, well, because Elon's so polarizing, you can't really tell now. Because some people will not use it just because Elon Musk endorsed it or is Elon Musk's product.
And some people would use it because it's Elon Musk.
Yeah, for it to get where it had to get now. And well, DeepSeek is, China. Everybody banned DeepSeek, as far as I see. Everybody was like, yeah, okay, we banning it. Yeah, stop. Nope, don't use that again. Whatever the case is. But I really, like, July, August, I had to look for a project or some kind of thing to do. I really gonna see if I could find the unfiltered LLM and start to experiment with it and see if I could, not program it, but train it to handle local data a little better. I'm sure it has somebody in Trinidad who probably doing that, but I just want to do it for fun because I Google real raw LLMs already. It had one named Dolphin, it had another one did this or whatnot. You had to download it and then you had to install some Linux libraries and thing. And I think it's worked best on Linux as far as I know. And then, but the only thing is you can't just feed it the internet because you had to have real server capacity for that now. To feed it the internet. But in terms of making decisions and answering questions, it have basic things like the library, it have basic history. I think you could feed it Wikipedia because it's free and whatever the case is. And it could answer those questions, whatnot. But it has curse and thing. The unfiltered LLMs, it have no restrictions whatsoever. It's just the raw thing. So I want to experiment with it, but then again, I don't know if I'll have time.
The time,
all the other things I'm doing, but it's very few things that's give me excited to say I want to try it. So definitely, well, you know my 3D printer is that's getting me excited. It's getting me excited off and on. But when I have time, I'll be like, all right, me and your 3D printer, we will spend our 4 hours and I will get it to work. I just feel like if I get LLM and it would be like a training a pet now. You don't know I do like dogs. But like I train my pet and I could do it. It will just be a bucket list kind of thing. Yeah. But you don't get excited for that. Like you don't get excited.
Nah, not really. Would I get excited for that? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you gotta get excited for filling out a preschool application. A infant one application. That way you gotta get excited for.
Yeah.
I thought that's it for today. Michaela didn't make it, as you all know. So
she not probably know anyway.
Yeah, next week we're gonna see what's going on. Next week
like Carnival Sunday.
Yeah, like Carnival Sunday. I should be home, but I don't know if you're going on.
I'll be home.
You're not going to a party to stand up and listen to music that you're not too sure about? No?
I mean, I think soca kind of different, quite periodical, and you might hear it on the radio. But like outside of Carnival, I would go to a party and not know what playing on it.
Yeah. I hear you. Alright, so we went through today primary school online registration. We went through the ins and outs. All the links will be in the show notes because there are some links to get there. And if you know anybody who had to register somebody for primary school, you might want to help them because you're obviously a technological person if you're listening all the way to the end. Bmobile, being the fastest network. Well, debatable. However, I did notice that the speed of data is way faster than I thought it was. I thought we were still in the 15 to 20 range. But I get 40 and my boy here get 80. I like faster than my Wi-Fi, which I am toting, but that's okay. And we just did a little small test on Grok 3 and Grok 3 is looking good. It's looking good. Answering questions, doing good stuff. And multiple AI agents now. Large language models, I like to call them because the word AI, I don't want to just throw it around too wildly. But, yeah. All right, so that's it there for today. If you're following us, it'll be at Trinity TechCast on YouTube. If you want to see the video version of it, it's going up. I think we get to 20 views now. 10 subscribers or some kind of thing like that. To the 10 of you all that subscribed on the YouTube channel, we heart you. That's what I'm going to check to make sure before I go. Yeah. 10 subscribers, boy. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Somebody short scare a few views. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad for that. And well, Instagram and TikTok, they doing what they had to do. I don't really check it because I don't care. I mean, when I say I don't care, it's not what's the easiest way to say this way? I don't have time to be sitting down running on numbers. But I know when you're running a business, you have to run on numbers because you need to know certain things to make certain decisions. But I'll probably do that once a month. Because what really matters is having fun with doing what you do.
Well, how long I check TikTok?
Or they didn't ban you for inactivity yet? You're like, please log into your account to prove that you're still alive.
Nah.
All right, my name is Andre Charles from Make It Simple TT. And this is my co-host is...
co-host is Akim there.
Yeah, from the Trinity TechCast. That's where you'll see him most of the times.
Yeah.
Saying smart stuff. All right, so we'll see you all next week. Did I tell you that we recorded this on the 23rd of the 2nd? No, I didn't, but now you know. If you now hearing that, you reach well far. Yeah, we'll record next week for Carnival weekend. Mightn't have any tech news this week because it's only fete after fete after fete. Maybe. Might be a whole international show next week.
It might have some Carnival related something will happen, you'll see.
Yeah, we can see.
Probably some technology in our fet or something.
Right. Later.
Yeah.